welcome to another episode of our channel. Today we're playing Broken Sword 5 on Nintendo Switch. Broken Sword is a game that came out a long time ago. I believe I was in college in classical animation school when this game came out, which was like in the late 90s. No, late 90s. 2000 I already had a job. Late 90s, 95, 96, 97, around that time. The series pretty much is a point and click series. You're a guy who goes around you're like a reporter, but things happen and you're kind of trying to figure out what's going on. But since the series has actually grown, we're going to click start. He hasn't played it before, so go ahead and click the new game. I'll talk a little bit about it. Do you hear any audio?
No, not for this part. But the serpent was wiser than all the animals that were in paradise, and God cursed the serpent and called him devil. Oh, okay.
So in battle not with monsters, unless you become a monster and you have gazed into the abyss, and the abyss gazes all into you. So a lot of it has to do with the Knights Templars. Now, a lot of the Knights Templars is that they kind of are religious people who gather treasure for the better of their society or whatever, but they're not always the good guys. But the whole series kind of, there's Broken Sword 1, 2, it's come out on the PS1, it's come out I played it on the PC. It's gorgeous because it was hand-drawn animation. They were really good. Broken Sword 5 it's all kind of 3D graphics, but still it's really nicely done. I'm glad games like this make it out to these systems. Oh, they're so good. They're really good games. They're really just kind of adventure. Things are happening. You kind of point and click to try to solve puzzles. It takes some thinking to play these games. You can't just like run around, shoot things. You gotta have to kind of problem solve a lot of the things that are happening. Beginning of this intro, they're attacking this compound. I believe the guys are Spaniards in Spain. I think so.
For some reason, this animation looks like you would it's one of those computer games where you put like a background in it and then you put like characters.
Yeah, and usually that's just a stationary 3D rendering in the background. They'll render a 3D background, but some of it looks like it's nicely painted over to make it look really nice.
Go with your mother to the trap.
Is there? I can't tell because you guys got the headphones.
Yeah, there is audio.
Okay.
It will always be your guide.
So that necklace that he gives him right now
We will join you
take place later on in the bit of the future. Again, what we do at AV Gaming is we play kind of first 20 minutes of a game. Sometimes we play a little bit more or play extra. Just kind of give you a feel of what the game is. If it's something you're going to like, if it's something you're not going to like. For the most part, I tend to like a lot of games. He tends to like most of them. They're getting shot at right now. But it kind of gives you an idea of what we think, a father-son playing video games together.
Oh, we got shot. Oh, they dead.
So now the kid saw his, they saw the dad get shot. The kid, that guy's just running for it. He's like,
why did he come with them?
Senor, in here.
And here comes the bad guys. This is kind of like a whole Darth Vader intro where the stormtroopers kind of show up, and all of a sudden this Darth Vader guy appears, and he's the bad guy, right? So now George is the main character of the series. He's been a reporter. I think for this game he's an insurance broker. But every time he shows up somewhere, something bad happens. Nico is kind of like his counterpart. She's a journalist. She kind of just is kind of in all the stories. This guy breaks in, he wants the painting. There's a couple of things you kind of have to keep track of as you kind of play this game. Keep an eye for things. It's like the guy, came in, he pulls out a gun, he's got a tattoo on his arm, sort of things like that. Nico's going after him.
Senseless murder.
Man, that running animation.
Nico
really
and I
good.
were about to
Again, when it was a 2D animation, it was top notch. Really liked it. It was really, really good. I don't mind the 3D stuff. I mean, the whole aspect of the game is problem solving, right?
I guess sometimes
now, the cool thing too is you'll hear that they actually use real actors, and the real actor that originally started the series is still the same actor who does the voice for George, which is pretty cool.
Oh, so we got Henry's body. We're gonna examine.
Poor guy.
Okay, and then we can
The
investigate.
priest was giving last rites to the gallery owner. I didn't want to interfere.
Okay, so this one's looking around, and this one's your little sort of mouse.
So as you hover over people, you can talk to them, you can investigate, you can look at things.
Yes, my son. I'm George Stobart. My company.
George
insured the
Stobart.
expedition. My name is Simeon. Is there
Simeon.
anything I can do? You can pray for his soul. A senseless murder. On the contrary, this killing makes plenty.
So now
of
talking a
sense.
lot about what's
What do
happening.
you
You're
mean?
kind of asking the preacher, what's your opinion on these
Great
things?
evil has taken
Um,
place.
Why the guy, do you think he
This
came
is
in and
the
stole the
work of the
painting,
devil.
so forth, right?
What?
George is a
I
very
am a
nosy
Dominican
kind of guy,
priest.
right?
I know
He's
these
always kind of
things.
trying to figure out what's happening,
Now,
or in most
excuse me.
cases, someone gets killed, someone gets
I
shot, something
pray.
happens.
One
That
minute
kinda
I was
starts
playing
the
dinner with
story,
Nico, the next
but
I was talking art theft,
The whole
murder,
game doesn't
and
take
devil
place
with a
right
priest.
here. The whole game kind of takes place in Paris, right?
Oh, Simeon.
He's gonna have to. I mean, as you hover over thing, he's gonna have to go over to different areas,
I have a phone.
look at the
Call.
phone. He's gonna call Nico, his friend. But you take
Oh, she didn't answer.
it takes place in some of the like alleys, and then he'll travel somewhere else, like within the city, and you'll kind of have like this big blown up map,
Nico
of-
wasn't answering.
of the whole area.
I'm gonna go talk to this guy.
It was Hector Lane, France's greatest art critic.
He's an
Met
art
before.
critic, and this guy's
He
just
hadn't
always
ended
like,
well.
"I want some alcohol. Give me some wine.
For a moment,
Give me some
I thought he
food."
was
Like
dead.
you look at him. I mean,
This
he
morning I
didn't
guessed
look
he
like a
was
healthy
faint.
guy. And I guess he passed out.
I'm gonna examine.
Lane had fainted. I was going to have to find a way to revive him. Lane was out cold. I was going to need something to bring
He
him
fainted during the gunfight, so
around. Now, what's
now
the
he's
best
gonna
thing to
call,
do?
I guess, his boss.
Okay, so who's Rickenbacker?
That's his boss because
Oh, okay.
he's the insurance guy. So he's got
So we got pain. Oh, what's this?
and his boss is pretty much the company that insures
The
this
poster
place,
looked
right?
old.
So
I didn't want to
those are thefts. So go left.
Where?
Keep going left,
This
all the way
way?
down. And examine some of the stuff, like examine the alarm.
Oh, where? Oh, this one?
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's really a point and clicker kind of point and clicker, point and click kind of game.
This was where the stolen.
That's where the painting was stolen. You can hover over it,
And why?
figure out, and see now it zooms into
The
this kind of
stolen
area
painting
where now
has
you're going
no
to
alarm,
examine each little
which
thing.
should have sounded when the painting was removed. I needed to find out why it hadn't.
Nope. I'm gonna examine.
I pressed the vibration detector pad. Nothing happened. It was a small red button. It was the speaker cone for the alarm. It hadn't sounded when the painting was stolen. Looked fine to me. That wasn't the reason the alarm didn't go off.
So it must be inside this box, but it didn't go off.
So that was why the alarm hadn't sounded.
So,
The wire had
ooh,
been
so the
cut
wire was cut.
by someone who knew exactly what they were doing.
The priest.
This
I blame him.
was
It was an inside job.
Priest.
Someone had cut a wire and sabotaged the alarm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was the speaker cone for the alarm. It
So what
hadn't
you want to
sounded
do
when
is
the
you
painting
want to
was
kind of just hover over all different aspects of what's on the screen, and just click, click on this, like click on some of the door, right? Like you want to try to investigate what's going
The
on
door
here
was locked
by
with
clicking
a
on a whole
keypad.
bunch of different things.
The wires from the camera ran into the room behind. It must have captured the whole robbery.
Now this
If
game
I
is
could
rated
control
for
the
teen.
keypad, I might
Based
be able to
on
shed
some of the
light
things on
the
this
problem.
game. I mean, there really isn't anything bad. I mean, there's some mild language, some suggestive thing, tobacco, like some guy smoking a cigarette, or a guy drinking wine, or a guy drinking a beer. If you go into a pub, it's not really a bad game. It's not really a super scary game. It's like I said, it's a pointer clicker game.
Evil Henry exhibition. Cut wire, keypad.
So now, as you talk to people, they'll give you little options of different things you can talk to them about. It's a pretty long game to play. It's one of the games where you just have to kind of solve things, right? You got a pizza box there. I think you can highlight over the pizza box too.
Oh, I have to talk to this guy.
What did you mean when you said that a great evil had taken place?
Your adversary, the devil, has a roaring.
Now, some of the cool things about this game that I love
whom he may devour.
Is that you can do some things to kind of trigger other events. Like if you want somebody to go somewhere or do something, it'll give you an option to do something that triggers something that causes this guy to now pay attention to that thing.
Stop the car. I want to get in.
What?
What does that mean?
So that guy on the ground, before he died, he said, "Stop the car. I want to get in."
Okay.
What brought you to the exhibition, Father?
The painting.
Which one?
La Maledictio.
La Maledición.
The painting that was stolen.
I had to confront the evil.
I think there's something strange going on here.
Yes, Mr. Stobart. At last you see the
So is he giving you a lot of useful
No,
information?
Father.
No.
I mean that the robbery
Just
looks like an
talking?
inside job.
I like how.
devil's work is always
Oh
an
my gosh!
inside
Stop
job.
talking about the devil.
A wire in
I like how the
painting
guy's still
alarm was
passed out.
deliberately
Cut by the devil himself.
Oh my gosh! No! Stop!
As far as I know,
The
some
devil
guys
shot
with
him.
horns and tails
The
have
devil
realms.
cut the wire. The devil
You
painted the
mock me,
painting.
Mr. Stobart. But as you will discover, the devil likes to have the last.
He's always talking about the devil. But he's a
What do you
preacher
know
guy,
about the man
right?
who
So
painted La Maledictio.
El Serp. He was a man playing with fire. The fire of eternity.
I think any kind of question you ask him, he's gonna respond
Tell me
religiously.
about the stolen painting.
You ask him about the
Never gets
painting.
close to it.
See, he goes, "We'll burn it."
Oh my gosh! This guy's casting stones.
So go click on the pizza box, man. Have a slice.
Oh, I did not see it there.
The thief left the pizza box behind. I wondered what was in it.
At least he was nice enough to leave the pizza
Well,
behind.
no surprise there. Pizza.
Can I eat it?
The guy must
I
have
don't
been
know. Can you
hungry.
hover over it?
There was only one slice left.
I'm gonna take.
Oh.
I like how he just shrugs it off. I just dropped this.
Would you guys slice the pizza?
Well,
So-
I'm gonna call this guy. He's my boss, right?
Yeah.
Because he knows the keypad.
What's his name? Rickenbacker?
Mr. Rickenbacker?
Rickenbacker.
What now, Stobart?
I got some new information on the Blue Lizard case.
Go on, knock me out.
Sabotage.
I'm pretty sure the security was sabotaged.
Sabotage?
The alarm was
Sabotage.
disabled for that one painting.
Pronunciation when you're no longer in school has gone weak in this boy.
It was Father Simeon.
There's a priest.
Uh-huh. As my mother used to say, never trust a man
Now-
with cloth. She should know she married one.
It looks like that security camera is
There's a
on,
guy
so you
called
might be able to get
Hector
some
Lane.
footage of the guy.
Lane. Why does that name sound familiar?
He's an art critic. I think he's connected to the exhibition.
Now, could it be him?
Well, he's rude and ugly. It's certainly possible.
So squeeze him, Stobart. Squeeze him till he squeezes.
you guys,
If I was
you
gonna
work for like a
squeeze Lane,
mobster.
I needed longer arms than these.
Whoa, he's calling
Find
him
out who
fat.
disabled the
Yeah.
security system, then find that painting. And don't call back until you have.
Oh, I'm gonna call him back right now.
What?
Because they don't come back until you solve.
Okay, so go look at the security camera. Like hover over parts of the actual game. Like you can click on things. He'll walk over. Look at the
The
security
cable for
door.
the camera ran into the room marked private.
Wow, it's private right there. What's over here? I can't. Oh,
You can look at the different paintings.
A rare glimpse.
For the
of
most
absent
part, ooh, look at the booty
mind.
crack.
really?
The statue. For the most part, like
Let's go examine this guy.
when you want to just highlight as many things as possible and just try to investigate what's going on. The guy's got a bottle of perfume in his pocket.
Oh,
He's
I
got
cannot
oh,
see
there's a
that.
note.
There was a small piece of paper in the dead man's hand. It was too intriguing not to take a look. It read, 2:30 p.m. Be ready.
Time is it right now?
Innocent enough, until I realized that the robbery took place.
Oh, so this guy was in on it?
There was something fishy going on around here, and it wasn't just the canapes. I quickly replaced the note.
His pocket.
He definitely looked better.
Can I take his glasses?
I always wondered who bought
You're
those
like that guy when
glasses.
there's a crime scene and you're
Now
just
I
putting
know.
your fingerprints all
Oh,
over.
he's got a bottle.
all over.
In Henri's pocket was a tiny bottle. It was a bottle of Brett. The label claimed it would wake the beast within.
Cologne or something?
Perfume or something.
Gunshot
I didn't want
wound.
Henri's blood
He's
on my
like-
hands.
Poking his. I think that's all you got from him.
A cryptic note and a bottle of overpowering cologne. No personal effects or anything else of substance. I definitely needed to check out that office.
But what's the code? I'm gonna go talk to this guy, or at least look at him.
No, I think he's done. I think he's still passed out. Spray him with a bottle. So go to your inventory.
Inventory, pizza slice.
Even unconscious, Lane's body.
Just see if you can spray him with a bottle or something.
Time to awaken the beast.
So he's like, give me that pizza.
Oh, he's awake.
Nope.
Oh, we dropped something.
It looks like tweezers or something.
What was that? It smells like the 70s. Where am I?
You fainted.
Like the should have says you fainted.
No.
Oh, what's this? He dropped this. Nail clippers.
The nail clippers were monogrammed with the letters HL. Hector Lane. They must have fallen out of his pocket.
This guy's stealing his stuff.
What happens if you try to go out the door?
Welcome back to the land of the living.
I wouldn't exactly call this living. Don't just stand there. Get me something to eat.
Oh my
I've
gosh.
had a terrible shock, you know.
You don't need the pizza. But sure.
Lane had the kind of looks that only a lifetime
Try to go
of
out the
fine
door.
dining
He
could
said you need
create.
something to eat, so I'll give him the pizza.
Oh yeah, there you go. So give him pizza.
I found a slice of pizza.
I asked for food, boy, not a cardboard simulacrum.
Oh, okay, if you don't want it.
I didn't say
Go
that.
outside. See if there's like a
Now, give it
bistro
here.
next door. Oh, I guess he's gonna eat it.
He's
Yo, 3 bites?
Given the circumstances, that was surprisingly acceptable.
Okay.
Now, what's been going on? Oh, Henri, is he
Dead? Afraid so.
poor chap? Just like him. To
I like
say
how
the
calm this
least.
George guy is. Like, there's a dead body, guy got shot, and suddenly, like, you're like, hey, what's up? Listen, there's some pizza here. Like, it's run of the mill, everyday
Street was
sort of thing,
quiet
right?
And upmarket. Not the kind of place for an opportunist thief.
No, let's see. Oh, there's a window, office window.
The room looked like some sort of office for the gallery. I could just see the glow of the CCTV monitor in the corner.
Okay. I'll use my nail clippers to break in. Oh, what's this place?
You gotta hand it to the French. They know how to take a leak in
Oh, it's a
style.
bathroom.
Oh,
So you can go pee.
what's over here?
I've always been a sucker for Parisian stained glass.
Okay.
So go talk to the waiter.
Oh, is this a pizza shop?
Yeah.
The menu offered black.
No, I think you have to kind of click over there. If you click on the ground, I think he walks in that direction.
Oh yeah. It's freaking taking forever though.
There you go. You can talk to that guy.
Excuse me. Monsieur?
There's just been a robbery at the gallery.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
You
You,
don't
you
sound
didn't hear the
surprised.
gunshot like next door?
All
Like,
property is theft, monsieur. And all art is property. Therefore, all art is theft. Do you not agree?
Well, when you put it like that, it's hard not to.
We're gonna go the thief.
The gallery
Oh.
owner, Henri, was shot dead trying to stop the robbery.
Life has no meaning the moment you lose the illusion of being eternal.
What's with all these guys talking about?
Did you
Like,
know him well?
it's France.
Oh my
Can
god.
we ever truly know another human being, monsieur?
They're like,
spent
Monsieur,
his time at
the
the cafe.
baguette. Would
Unlike
you
his
like
friend,
something?
Monsieur Lane.
Like, dude, there was such, a robbery next door.
you
Some
see
guy got
anybody run
killed.
out of the gallery
Yes,
earlier?
Monsieur, but we have pasta. We
There was a beautiful
he's
woman.
trying to sell you
camera.
some food.
She was chasing somebody.
Oh, that must have been Nico.
You know her? You surprise me.
Can you
Now,
tell me anything
This
about
is
the
one of
man
those
she was
games
chasing?
that
I assume, monsieur, that
I
like
would
all of
play
us, he
if
is
I have a long
inherently
period of just
unknowable.
quietness and nothing
No
to
wonder
do.
this guy's cafe was
If you're
empty.
going on a road trip or you're going camping or
Would you like a
you
squirt
just
of
need
this?
something because it's a pretty long game. There's a lot of talking. There's a
Suggesting
lot of
I smell,
characters.
monsieur.
There's a lot of
No,
investigating to do.
sorry.
Obviously, George is talking to these guys,
Give
asking
them
them,
nail clippers.
Do you recognize these?
asking these guys questions. And a lot of it is kind
Yeah,
of sometimes
nails.
kind of just shooting in the dark, saying, "What if
What
I
do you
show
know
you
about
this?
Le
Does this
Lizard
work?
Bleu?
Will this trigger something?"
Bourgeois, vacuous, and
And sometimes it
occupied.
works, and sometimes it doesn't.
Just like
And a
his
lot of times
curate
it's
at
pretty
Lille.
obvious what you need to do.
He's
Like
always in it,
you got these two
talking
wires,
art
and all of a sudden
with
there's like
the
a
latest
later on there's like a flickering sign that's not flickering.
What
You
do
go
you
to
know
fix it,
about
you find out
Hector
that the
Lane?
wire's too
Lane,
short, so
oh
you
yes.
get this wire, replace
brings
it, and
here
then that
sometimes.
makes the sign work. So
slid away
it's
last
kind of
night
cool in
without
that way
paying.
that you're able to collect
Last
items
night?
and
What sort
kinda
of
just
crime?
put the
After
pieces of the
midnight,
puzzle
we'll do it.
together.
If you see him, give him this bill and tell him to pay up next time.
Okay, I gotta give him his bill because he drank here last night. The Lane guy, the guy that ate my pizza.
I wondered whether Lane was in a hurry to get somewhere.
Oh,
or
the
just
the
trying to skip
fat guy,
town.
Yeah, the fat guy.
Thank you for your consistent
the art
assistance,
critic.
monsieur.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps next time you come, I will give
So
you
now
a
go back
copy.
to the gallery.
Perhaps not.
Oh, look at his face. Oh, that was fast. He like sprinted in there. I'll go talk to this guy. Gotta give him his bill. Oh, not what I wanted.
Oh, looky here. This is interesting.
So the guy
An
ate
unpaid
next
bill
door and just
From the cafe
skipped out
next
on his
door.
bill.
Yeah.
Your point.
That guy's cheap.
It's
He's the
your
bad guy.
bill,
Just
Mr.
lock
Lane.
him up and then game's
Big
over.
champagne. Nice touch. The waiter wants you to pay up, by the way.
My financial affairs are none of your business.
And we're
Excuse me.
probably going to leave it off there. We're already
I
past
know
20
you?
minutes or so.
Yes, our paths
Broken
have
Sword,
crossed.
great
Did we
series.
please,
Broken Sword
Gallery?
5 is on the Nintendo Switch. You can get it across other consoles.
Man
I
was
mean, I
absent.
love the game. It's great.
don't suppose you-
It's a nice, calm
Afraid
game to
not.
play. A lot of puzzle solving, kind of
I'm
mystery.
sorry, but
The music
I'm
is
having
great.
trouble
The
remembering
art,
your
the
name.
quality. They did a
I'm
really
George
bang up
Stobart.
job. If
I
you haven't played it
enjoyed the
before, pick it
exhibition.
up on Nintendo Switch. What's your thoughts on it
I
so
hope
far?
you have
It
deep
was
pockets then,
okay.
my boy.
At first, it's confusing because you don't know what the
Could I
game
ask
is
you a
gonna be
few
about.
questions,
But then
Mr.
once you
Lane?
get a hang of it, it's sort of fun.
Fire
Yeah.
away.
Is this a game you would see yourself continuing to play?
No,
Are
No?
these your nails?
no, it's just not my style.
It's not his style of game. He's a Fortniter.
Monogram
But like
with my
again,
initials.
it's for older people, I would say, or young people who like reading novels and books. Anyways, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Again, thanks for watching. Remember the family that games together.
Stay together.
Have a nice day.